Alright, part 2, antiderivatives. We're going to start off with a basic derivative rule. If f of x is equal to 4, what's f prime of x? Pause it, figure it out. Alright, that should be enough time. 0. 4 is what we call the constant. And the derivative of a constant is always 0. Now, if we go back to what we were doing before in part 1. So let's go to part 1. F of x, which is equal to Big Daddy F prime of x, was equal to x. Now what I want to do is I want to rewrite it. I want to say that f of x is actually x plus 0. Do you think this is legal? Can I add 0 to anything? Absolutely. Now, hopefully, we're going to try and marry these two ideas together. Now, we figured out from part 1 Big Daddy f of x, the antiderivative, was 1/2 x squared. But what's the derivative that's going to give me a 0? So what gives an answer of 0? Pointing at it right there. A constant. Not a question mark, because it's 100% true, an exclamation point. A constant. Now, here's my question. What constant? Do you know? Is it a 2? Is it a 10? Is it 5,000? Is it 400 billion? We don't know. So, here's what we do. To account for the mysterious constant value that may or may not be there, we use a C to represent the mystery constant. And whenever you take an antiderivative, that's your big F of x, that's equal to 1/2 x squared plus some strange old constant. And this is the mystery constant. Can we figure out what that constant is? Absolutely. We need initial values to find C. If we don't have those, we just leave a C. Fair warning, miss a C, lose a point. So, the idea for all of this is this. When you take an antiderivative, there's always that plus 0 there. That means there's a constant there. The constant could be 0, it could be anything. So really, let's say if I have y1 is equal to 1/2 x squared plus 10. What's y prime of 1? 1/2 times 2x plus 0, which is equal to x. So I just let c equal 10. What if c was equal to negative 10? So we'll say y is equal to 1/2 x squared minus 10. Y prime, y sub 2 prime, is going to be equal to 1/2 times 2x. Derivative of the negative 10 is 0, which just equals x. Just a couple of different examples. So, big question is, if I say, give me a function. If I say, alright, f of x is equal to x, it's a derivative, give me another function. You can give me 1/2 x squared plus 1 billion. Is it correct? Absolutely. Because what's the derivative of 1 billion? Derivative of that is 0. Derivative of that is x. We're in business. Gives you exactly what we want. So that's where we came up with the cliffhanger from part 1, is that there's an infinite number because there's an infinite number of numbers. So there are infinite constants, so there are infinite antiderivatives. So there are infinite your job is to find them.